Hey guys, been having so much fun with all this Neal Adams stuff that I thought I'd show you another stack. And then after this, I promise I will go to something else. But everybody seems to be enjoying these. I found another stack, and right at the end there's 3 or 4 odds and ends I kind of want to show you. But first thing out here, and I'm not really sure if this is I don't know, a variant cover, or if Adams was actually the main artist, or supposed to be the main artist on the regular version. But this is kind of an homage to the old war comics that DC put out in the 60s. Star Spangled War Stories. Any of you guys read that? You remember the dinosaur covers, where you would probably have one of the Allies, probably with one of the a Japanese soldier or something trapped on an island, and they have to team up to fight the dinosaurs. Well, this is kind of like that in a way. But in this one, I think you have characters from all through history. This is the War That Time Forgot. Okay, I think you got Tomahawk there, Firehair, Reichsmeister von Hammer, the Enemy Ace, and another one of the DC characters. I'm not sure if he's off the Losers or the Haunted Tank or one of the GI Combat guys, but this is a really cool cover. The story's pretty neat too. The guy's name that did the art on the inside, Barrion Nuevo, I think was his name. Jimmy Palmiotti did the inking. But I think I need to get the rest of these, because this was really turned out to be a cool story, and I just didn't follow up on it. But it was a really cool cover from about 4 years ago. Adams has kind of come out from under his rock and has been doing some comics in the last few years. This is a really nice cover. Okay, and what we have here is House of Mystery 189, and I think Adams did this. I don't think he really used any inks in this. This was like totally using pencil. I don't know if you can tell that. But it really looks like pencil strokes there instead of ink. It's a really cool cover. House of Mystery 185. Uh, 187. This has got one of my favorite stories in it. Can't remember the title, but it was drawn by Alex Toth. And you guys that liked his work, you really enjoy this one. And I've probably shown this one before, but it's my favorite unexpected cover by Adams, number 112. This is one of those ones I saw it advertised in an old back issue, and I had to have it, so a few years later I found someone that had it. So actually this is probably the dupe I have of that. Batman 221. And this doesn't have Adams on the cover, but I know a lot of you know what this is. It's a Killer Raven from War of the Worlds. It's got some really awesome Adams art on the inside. I'm not sure. Kind of looks like Ramita did this cover. If he didn't, I'm sure Hippie or somebody, or Monster Model Builder, they're probably going to correct me, because of Chris, he's a big fan of this series. It kind of looks like Ramita. This is more with Adams on the interiors. It's another cool book, Thor 181. And one of my favorite Brave and Bold team-ups, number 84, Batman and Sergeant Rock. And you kind of wonder how the Silver or modern age Batman teamed up with Sergeant Rock back in World War II. Only the mind of Bob Haney could tell you that. He was the writer for most of these B&B books. I think they actually ended up calling every story he wrote happened on Earth B because it just kind of disregarded anybody else's continuity. Same thing, he wrote a lot of World's Finest books, like with the Super Sons. So if you've ever read any of that stuff, you know what I'm talking about. But it's just great art on the cover here and on the interiors. Cover by Adams, House of Mystery 251. Probably another one I've already shown. The Challenges of the Unknown 67. Another one of those covers I saw in an ad somewhere. I was like, oh, I have to have that one. The Dream Killers. World's Finest 204, Superman and Wonder Woman. And my favorite Witching Hour cover, number 14. Again with the haunted house in space motif. House of Mystery 199, another 52 pager. Number 192. $181. It's a John Romita cover, but it's got some Adams on the inside. King Size Special, Tower of Shadows, number 1. And I think this just actually reprints like earlier issues of Tower of Shadows. Speaking of which, I guess this is the original issue. That story was in the Hungry one, or the Witch Hunt. Number 2 is actually 2 copies of that. Here's some great stuff. You have Amazing Adventures number 6, The Inhumans and Black Widow. Adams did the Inhumans feature. Number 7. Really nice Black Bolt cover. And number 8. Black Bolt versus Thor. Alright, glare is kind of bad. Another classic cover. Detective Comics 400. Challenge of the Man-Bat. It just reminds me I screwed up because I said 402 was the first appearance of Man-Bat. Actually, it was this book. Number 400. And another copy of Unexpected 112. This is part of the Dead Man Run Strange Adventures 215. More Neal Adams on the interiors and the cover. Batman 237. First appearance of the Reaper. Okay, got a couple odds and ends here. I'm not sure what was in this stack, but it's a really nice book anyway. This is Showcase number 82, First Appearance of Nightmaster. Really cool Joe Kubert cover. And the next two chapters of this were actually some of Bernie Wrightson's earliest work. Number 83 and number 84, which I have somewhere. This is a really cool cover. And here we have the very first DC 100 page spectacular, number 4, Bernie Wrightson cover. Now, why number 4 is the first issue of this, that will take another video. But this is actually the first 100 page spectacular that DC published. A lot of cool little mystery reprints in it. Okay, these next two I've had since I was a kid, and I don't know why I never took them out of the bag, but it's just one of those things where I already had copies of just about all these books. But these were the famous 3-pack, 3 comics for 74 cents. You saved a whole penny because you had the 25-cent cover price up there. And you really couldn't tell what was in the third comic. Okay, on this side you have JLA 127, great Dick Giordano cover. On the back you have Cobra number 1. It's Ernie Chan cover, but Jack Kirby actually did the art in the first one. And I found out later, well, I kind of peeked in it. It's kind of hard to see, but it's actually Man-Bat number 2 of the short-lived 2-issue Man-Bat series. So this is really kind of a cool collectible from my childhood. Got the little ring where it was hanging on a rack. The bag's kind of worn, but all the comics are still pretty much very fine shape. You know, I've got multiple copies of all these books anyway, so I just thought it was pretty neat to just kind of keep these the way they were. And another one, this was probably about 3 or 4 months later. Comics kind of went up in price, so this is 3 comics for 79 cents. Actually, there's only 2 comics in here, because you have one regular side comics for a 30-cent cover price. This is JLA 130, another Ernie Chan cover. And on the back side you have Batman Family number 5. So, you know, total cover price 80 cents, you pay 79. Again, you save a whole penny. But I'm kind of glad I saved these like this. Really cool books. Actually, Ernie Chan on this cover too. He was DC's de facto cover artist for a few years. These are really cool books. And, let's see. Okay, guys, that's all I got for now. I'm probably thinking in an upcoming video I'm going to start showing my Silver and Bronze Age Justice Leagues. I got a stack of Mike Grell stuff I want to show. I got 2 boxes of Kirby stuff and a box and a half of Kubert stuff. And once I get everything straight, I want to kind of do a little mini tour of the cave. But that'll be a little bit later. But anyway, guys, have a great day, have a great weekend, and I'll try to see you in a couple days. Onward and upward.